Magaling na sana sila kung di natututo. Dahilan ba't nawalan na papel yung iba at yun ang totoo. Di ko na din kasalanan ko, ayaw ko na magpaawat. Dire-diretso ang lakad, patunay ng mga paay sa lapag nakatapak. Banat ng banat hanggang matupad lahat ng mga balak. Mapasa kamay ang hindi ko pahawak, ang gusto lumawak. Kasi nga gano'n naman talaga dapat. Pinakalatay bakit ang dami pa rin nasasabi na lait. Kung kami palagi ang hinahanap na marami at sa amin sila lumalapit. Kung kami palagi ang topic ng mga tao na sa awit namin ay na-addict. Di ka na dapat nagagalit kung di mo gusto makisabi. Gusto nyo ng flex? Sige ito pa yung next. Tignan nyo na lang kung sino yung nakaabante. Kita naman kung sino yung nakadiamante. Dami nagkalat sa kalyeng piling higante. Pero kapag umatake, kala ko ba magaling, bakit nandiyan pa rin? Tignan nyo na lang kami, layo na nang narating. Mula nung kami dumating, lahat sila ay naging katawa-tawa na sa scene. Nakita kasing iba yung nagmamagaling sa tunay na magagaling.
Eastside shawty with an attitude, so drop a pin, girl, I'm tryna find your latitude. Yeah, she get it when them lounge do. She just wanna wild out. All that money, big house, but the plans fall through. She just wanna take a ride on the south side. On the way, I'ma hit you when I'm outside. She gon' drop it down for a good time, maybe not a long time. She want me to take her on a tour of the south side. Nothing wrong with wildin' out for the one time. Yeah, looking for the thrill and she know it's me. Yeah, yeah, close to me now she can't get. Sliding through my hands, they love to tell me that I'm famous. Sitting on my shoulders, it's a feeling you can't never get. Different from my ex, man, she don't got it. I know, yeah, yeah, you ain't gotta say it. Let me pick your brain, baby, get up in the spaceship. Feel like you in space with me, I know you could take it. Live a little, she a yeah. Eastside shawty with an attitude, so drop a pin, girl, I'm tryna find your latitude. Daddy money, yeah, she get it when allowance due. She just wanna wild out. I think it's funny for the thrill, throwing bands is cool. All that money, big house, but the plans fall through. She just wanna take a ride on the south side. On the way, I'ma hit you when I'm outside. Alright, okay. It's your cut on the floor, might smear contour. Girl, you fly, condor, white sneaks and velour. Eye contact from across the dance floor. Give me one night, all I got time for. Read your body language, I could tell you wanna let it show. You got a man at home and he too afraid to let you go. You out with your girls, perfect time to show your wild side. Girl, ain't that the reason that you came to the south side? Eastside shawty with an attitude, so drop a pin, girl, I'm tryna find your latitude. Daddy money, yeah, she get it when allowance due. She just wanna wild out. I think it's funny for the thrill, throwing bands is cool. All that money, big house, but the plans fall through. She just wanna take a ride on the south side. On the way, I'ma hit you when I'm outside.
Hi, folks. Brian. Anderson here, alongside two fantastic analysts, Grant Hill and Brent Barry at the table, and our reporter, Allie LaForce.
They have an enthusiastic fan base that's gone completely nuts. The team plays an exciting brand of ball, and most of all, they are winning.
Phoenix grabs the miss. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Brooklyn this season.
Yes, surprised to split the season series last year. These guys have confidence in themselves against anyone they face.
And they don't want a repeat of what happened last year here. They know this is an opponent they can handle, and they don't want to give away anything like they did last year.
He got a piece of it. foul on Chris Paul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul.
All right, Brent, all eyes on the center matchup in this one. What's your outlook on the future of the big man as the league continues to evolve?
Well, they're not extinct. If you find one, you're going to use them, BA. So if that's your advantage, you got a big guy who can score down low or dominate from the paint in some way, then the coach is going to feed the big fella.
In transition. And it's Bridges with the jam.
I'd like to see Mikel get out there on the fast break and see that open opportunity.
To the inside. Here's Ayton. Claxton with a rebound.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Really a factor.
First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone by. Back to Paul. Outside Booker. To the paint. Here's Ayton. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
And it's the Suns with the ball. After the basket by Brooklyn. Inside. Here's Ayton. Bearing his second of 3 attempts.
Assist.
It's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul.
Team second.
Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Here's Dinwiddie.
That's a nice contest. That's not going to show up in the box score, but Ayton bothered that shot.
Here's Booker. Down low. And there's a 3-second violation.
3-second violation. Mixed ball. Substitution for the Suns. Jock Landale. Darius Bazley.
Here's Simmons.
T.J. Warren.
He's been productive, averaging just over 7 points a game. Basket's good.
Simmons. Physical defense, not a problem for Simmons. His strength is one of his assets.
And stolen by Bridges. And it's Bridges with the jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Here's Landale.
Jock Landale.
And he jams it home with authority.
That's a good look from Bazley as passing is becoming a bigger part of his game.
Here's Dinwiddie. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
First personal
It
foul.
goes on Terrence Ross.
Team foul.
Hey, if you can't block it,
At the
sending
line.
him to the line can be the next best thing.
Dinwiddie. Stepping
They
the
throw
line
good.
with 2
Dinwiddie.
seconds.
The people upstairs in Brooklyn have been making some very interesting moves trying to put together a championship caliber team.
Are those big decisions by the Nets front office difficult to deal with as players?
You know, some guys can ignore the politics, but I'm sure others do have questions at the end of the day, though. These guys just want a ball. And ultimately, I think they just roll with the punches.
T.J. Warren.
And he ends up missing both free throws.
And for him, that is an ugly trip to the line. Rarely do you see him do that.
Can you say immediate entry into the highlight reel? Woo, what a tough PA.
It's showtime now, man. They've built up a lead, and they're starting to rub it in. Bazley misses. The Nets with the lead. They've been taking care of business.
Especially at the offensive end, where they've been totally in sync. They're finding ways to get the ball into the paint. 5 consecutive buckets.
Jock Landale.
And Landale gets it to go.
Chris Paul.
Just owning the painted area. If it's working, no need to change.
And stolen by Simmons. For the finish. Oh, Simmons throws it down hard.
I mean, one of the best defenders in the league. Simmons creates offense for himself thanks to his efforts on defense.
Now here's Paul. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Landale misses. 3-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Chalk up 2 there.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
Outside Paul. Pass to Landale. Here's Baisley. He's marked by Finney-Smith. Back to Baisley. Over Finney-Smith. Baisley, good.
And that's a tough shot. Getting into the mid-range on the move. And there it is. Making it look easy.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets. Up by a
10. Now heading onto the floor, your Brooklyn.
If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for Brooklyn.
They've made an effort to get out and run, using their speed in transition and scoring before the defense can get set.
They've also done a great job of taking turnovers and producing out of that, working really hard that they're not wasting extra chances that they're creating.
It's Booker on the wing. Last game we saw him with 32 points. Deflected! And he's able to get it back to the middle. Just 5 to shoot. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
Outside Simmons. Pass to Johnson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. And here in the middle of the season, these teams really coming into their own right now. They found their identity and know what they're all about, Grant.
Well, oftentimes that's what happens. I mean, these guys have had the time to gel and get to know how they like to play. And at this point, it's all about going out night after night and just executing.
Both good from the line that time.
A great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
To the paint. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's foul number 2 for him.
It's his second foul, but not the end of the world. One more before halftime, though. That would change some things.
Here's Simmons. And it's Simmons with the jam.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
And the Suns call time here.
And think about this. In an era of load management, Mikal Bridges is a rarity. He has never missed a game in college or the NBA.
Just over a minute has passed here in the second quarter. And if you talk to Bridges, Grant, he really credits his mom for his determination on and off the court.
You know, B.A., it's a terrific story. Now, she actually made the NBA before Mikal did. She joined the 76ers organization in 2015, 3 years before Mikal was drafted.
Johnson. First personal foul.
Second chances are a great measure of what a team is doing in terms of their effort on a nightly basis, and That was some serious effort there.
Bridges down low, and Ayton pulls it down. The Suns trailing. Booker attacking. No luck on that one.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough.
It's stolen. Fast break, Brooklyn. Thomas misses. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Up top, Booker. Impressive scoring stats with around 27 points a game. Pass to Lee. Here's Ayton. Blocked. Outside Booker. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his third foul so far.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Quarter two and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. Here's Claxton. We saw him with 11 points in his last game.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
Now here's Booker. Pass to Ayton. The three ball. Yes, and it's Booker with the setup. Ayton's got 12 points.
Think about the next few years. How much more complete will Ayton get? There's some indicators there.
Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Pass to Ayton. He can't hit that time. And Brooklyn going the other way now. They've led by as much as 10. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
There obviously was a breakdown at the defensive end. They gave away too many clean looks.
Yeah, sometimes you can play good on-ball defense, but it's the help defense that makes you elite. And on that night, nobody rotating and not a lot of help.
And the Suns call time here. This game coming after the loss versus the Kings.
And their body language was unimpressive. They looked defeated much of the night, and because of it, they took the L.
Yeah, and they didn't get blown out in that game, but it felt deflating, and it felt like they got crushed. They could not get anything going, no matter who they had out on the court.
1:27 left in the first half of basketball. Paul for three. Always a nice way to start. Makes his first one.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
And here's Simmons. He's got 10.
Oh, and last summer, Ben Simmons had surgery on a herniated disc. I'm not a back expert. You know, I'm more of an ankle guy, but hard to be effective when that area is just not right.
Free throw good, Simmons. And last season, Ben Simmons caught some flack for not suiting up in the playoffs. Grant, you think his surgery quieted those voices a little?
You know, I think it did a little bit. But, you know, at this point, it's going to come down to his performance on the court. He does have something to prove. It'll be interesting to see what he does.
Now here's Paul. A reliable offensive contributor, putting up almost 14 a game. Biyombo can't hit.
A wasted trip down the floor. That's not a good shot at all.
Yeah, see the coach? He's got that frown on his face. I think we know why. Not a high percentage look.
You love seeing games like this from Simmons, looking absolutely dominant and in control offensively.
Paul can't get it to go. The Nets with a lead. Here's Simmons. And slam dunk by Simmons.
As point guards go, I don't know that anyone can throw it down like Simmons. He dunks more than most centers do.
Shot clock and game clock, 1 second differential.
Good defensive intensity, but you have to stay in control always.
Shooting for Phoenix, Chris Paul.
That one misses.
Chris Paul, as a veteran leader, just sets a high standard for the team that he's playing on, and it's really elevated the other guys. Well, his body control is phenomenal, and his ability to get to the line has always been impressive. That's a huge part of his game.
Simmons. And Biyombo with the block. Man, that's good. Chris Paul for 3. Paul's got 8 points here in the quarter.
And CP3 is so good at choosing when he unleashes his three-point arsenal.
Ben Simmons getting it done for Brooklyn.
34.
8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. And don't...
Now heading onto the floor.
Second half of basketball is upon us, and we may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game we've seen so far. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Just 4 to shoot. Booker for 3. Booker missing again. Pass to Dinwiddie. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Dinwiddie's got 6 points.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Oh, got that one up quick.
And Booker does not lack confidence when it comes to his ball handling. Wow, sensational there.
Second half rolling along, about a minute played here. And it's Booker again missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
The Suns trailing.
Have we gotten used to Devin Booker putting up huge numbers, so a 40-point game for him feels like another day at the office. The team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Outside Craig. Outside Booker. Pass to Craig. Inside. Harris's shot is good. And the Nets lead by 7.
That's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Timeout called. The Suns. When you talk about Booker's high-powered offense, he's a rare member of the 70-point club with only 5 other players in NBA history. Brett, you got Wilt, Kobe, David Thompson, Elgin Baylor, and David Robinson.
Man, B.A., if you could sit down at a table to talk about your 70-point night, I'd like to be a server at that table.
Paul for 3. The rebound by Ben Simmons. Brooklyn with the ball. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. And slam dunk by Simmons.
All night they've asked him to shoulder the scoring load, and he is not disappointed.
Down low. It's intercepted. Fast break, Brooklyn. Here's Simmons. It's tipped. Just over 2.5 minutes gone by in the second half. Paul can't get it to go. And the Nets with possession here. Simmons, no good.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
Now Paul. And Landale gets it to go.
Assist.
He has 6.
Paul.
Quickness of Chris Paul dicing up the defense with his superb passing off the screen.
Yep, that one's good.
I mean, some good stuff out here. 5 of their last 6 buckets have come off of nice passes.
Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Out to the right wing. Pass to Craig. To the inside. The rebound by the Nets. Bridges, left side. Outside Simmons. Here's the hook. Here's Claxton. And that one's good with extra effort on the glass. And the Nets lead by 11.
Their defense just falls apart once the ball goes inside.
To the middle. Here's Landale. It's deflected. Here's Dinwiddie. Yes. And that's Simmons with the assist. Dinwiddie's got 10.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
Ball with it. Give him 8. Out of bounds. It'll be Brooklyn's ball.
Basketball.